fantastic that it's Groundhog's Day and Sky are playing it on repeat. Just well done, Sky. But this isn't about Groundhog's Day, right? Pump up the volume. I've just had the DVD. So basically, the rumour that this had been available for years, I was like, yeah, whatever. John Brunton, hiya John Brunton. I've got a copy of that, oi oi. And I was like, really? I've never seen it. Now, I've loved it from back in the day. Big box VHS, 2020 vision, Christian Slater. Talk hard, pump up the volume, 15. The film really puts Christian Slater on the map. And it did, coming off the back burner of Heathers, and then going into the likes of Cuffs, and then Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, into Mobsters. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Mobsters, Interview with the Vampire. I'm sure there's a bigger one after that, but yeah, whatever. It's a bit rolling around. That's a blockbuster one, that. Be a Friend, then Rewind. Now I've got two little versions of that, but they're holding up a shelf. The big box. So there's the big box. Anyway. Stay. So there. And then I was looking for the Laserdiscs. Now, thanks to Sore Thumbs down in York, I got the Laserdisc, and I pulled out the Laserdisc because the quote of the movie is 2 thumbs up, and I pulled it out, 2 thumbs up. Oh, that's a Rocketeer. That's good. Okay. And Emmerich and Elmeret, and they actually said the same thing about Pump Up the Volume. 2 thumbs up. Excellent. So it's 2 different people. Should be 4 thumbs up. Maybe. No. Yeah. So anyway, it takes the extract of the VHS and gives it a proper 90s funky back palette, away from what we've got on there, him talking on the microphone. And it changed drastically. Now the version Christian Slater, if you don't know that story, you've just seen this for the video the first time, I used to have this on Chinese import. And it had that cover, had a bit more green into it. And Christian, when he was doing the play, Glenn Ross had gone on the radio and said he was trying to watch Pump Up the Volume in Britain because it'd been a long time since he'd seen it. And so I took it down all the way to London and I gave him it. And he obviously didn't get it back, so I haven't seen him since, but he saw me pen. But he did sign me cuffs. And he was actually really, really awesome in real life. And but anyway, this is about Pump Up the Volume. So yeah, that's the Laserdisc. So yeah, coming off the back burner of Heathers, where he's a maniacal, creepy little bad guy, this movie, looking back at it, isn't a laugh out loud comedy. It has some funny bits in it, but it deals with some really dark elements. Now, it's an original podcast movie. You know, this is pirate radio. Kid moves to a small town. He has no friends in school, doesn't talk to anyone, and he basically sets up his own radio station and podcasts. Basically, it's great for it's the 90s, early 90s, and he comes from New York and he comes to Arizona, and he's basically armed with loads of music like no one in Arizona's heard. So he's banging out all these upcoming tunes. There's a lot of heavy rap put into it, because obviously this is about the time when rap really took off as well. And he masturbates over the radio station, faking it. He's got a great personality, and Christian Slater is perfect for the role. But he also plays it very shyly when he doesn't. He's socially awkward when he's out and about and talking to it. Now his fans right into him, and one girl in particular tries to work him out, the clues he leaves, and that's how she gets involved in it. But it deals with suicide. Now, suicide is a massive thing, really, in the dark comedy of Heathers. This deals with it a little bit differently and the effects of it in a school life. But then it goes on to homosexuality. A kid who, openly comes out to be gay in it. And it's great to see it done there and how it's done. And then you go, hang on a minute, that's the Audrey from Audrey. That's fucking the school teacher's Audrey from a Little Shop of Horrors. But it deals really well with it, and it shows you how as a kid, I overseen this when I used to watch it. I thought Christian Slater's funny. Again, there's a lot of F-bombs in it, and really sarcastic quotes in it, but there's also talk hard, or so be it. Now, Pump Up the Volume is a total 90s name of it. Just captured the name. Talk hard, or so be it. Could be an counterpart name. Some of the support cast, Seth Green's in this, with a really big long ginger mullet. There's one kid who really goes for the school outcast. It shows you a lot of stuff going wrong with society in schools at the time as well. It looks lush. It's obviously in development. Arizona's getting developed around it. A lot of scenes are filmed down there. So yeah, if you've never seen it, it is hard to come by. In Britain anyway. Has been released in America. But again, what had happened is, review at random, after the sunset, and that's all happened since then. So yeah, again, Peyton, if you haven't seen Untamed Heart as well, Christian did that about 2 or 3 years after this, and that's an amazing movie. But he really carries it, really carries it well. And again, if you haven't seen it, it isn't a laugh out loud comedy as I remember it. It does deal with some great situations very early on for the 90s. And I'll see you in the outtakes.
What the fuck? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Something I want.
That's what I'm here for.
Wow, this is for a review. Pump up the volume review.
I just thought it would be funny.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
Oh, it was dark, like.
It was
I
dark.
was expecting a comedy, and then
I remember it being a comedy. I mean,
that scene happened.
Like, I've always watched it on VHS. So obviously, I mean, it looked good. I mean, I love the creepy font at the start. Mm-hmm. But even the score at the start, it's pretty dark. I mean, there's some great music cues.
I commented on the font. I was like, oh, I love that font. And then the score, the score was really good too. But no, it was really dark. I was like, oh my god, I was not expecting this.
I was saying it deals with some great things for the time as well. It was sending a message out there. But it's an original podcasting movie, that's what I said.
Like mental health, suicide as well. Like, yeah. What year was that? Just before Robin Hood?
Well, Robin Hood would be like developed that year going into it, I imagine. Mm. But yeah, I really enjoyed it last night.
I did. Even though I fell asleep, I went, what happened at the end?
You did just blink. I said, we got arrested? Oh.
I did actually.
I just blinked. What?
First time on camera with my new hair.
It is, yeah. Pretty tiny new haircut. Yes, looks good. Right, that'll be the outtake. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
Bye.
And now, the end is here.